Hi guys, it's Amanda. Welcome back. It's your favorite planner girl, and I'm very excited because today we are talking all things digital doodle planner. Obviously, we've been focused on the physical doodle planner, which came out a month and a half ago, but now that that launch is over, we can finally move on to the digital doodle planner because yes, your favorite digital coloring book planner is back for 2025, and it's a good one, guys. This is actually our third year making the digital doodle planner, and personally, I think we really raised the bar for this one. This is one of our biggest upgrades yet for the digital planners. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys everything and walk you through all of the updates, but of course, if you are new to our digital planners, I would also recommend watching some of our previous digital planner videos in case you're new to digital planning or using planning apps and stuff like that. There's a lot to go through, a lot of new features, but it's gonna be really good. So let's just get started. Like I mentioned, this is our biggest update yet, and we've added a new feature to make the digital doodle planner more customizable than ever. So customizable that there are now 24 different calendar versions that you can choose from depending on your preferences, whether you like dated, undated, Monday start, Sunday start, or if you want calendar integrations. When you purchase your planner, you'll get a separate email to download your digital doodle planner files, and one of those files is our first exciting update, which is the Build Your Planner dashboard. This year, we kind of got like a choose your own adventure type of vibe. First, you have the choice between using your digital planner with GoodNotes, which is one of the most popular digital planning apps, or downloading your planner as a PDF, which is widely compatible with most PDF editing apps. And then, I know this is something you've all been asking for, the choice between a dated or an undated version. I'm gonna start with the dated version first, and we'll look at the undated after. Probably my personal favorite update this year is that you have the choice to integrate calendar compatibility into your digital planner with Apple or Google Calendar. This means that we've added shortcuts for you to add events directly into your calendar. For now, I'm gonna choose GoodNotes, dated, Monday start, and Apple Calendar integration. Once you've made your choices, you'll be brought to a page like this to download your file. Along with the Build Your Planner PDF, you'll also receive our digital stickers in 3 different formats. Sticker book and elements collections are for use in GoodNotes, but we also know that there are a lot of other apps that use digital stickers as well, so you can download these stickers as individual PNGs that you can use with any app. Also in these files, you're gonna get a detailed set of instructions in case you're new to digital planning. These instructions have been updated for GoodNotes 6. There are some new features on GoodNotes 6 that you might not be aware of, so you might want to give our instructions manual a little scroll in case there are some new features that you aren't aware of. Alright, let's import the planner into GoodNotes. To do that, all you have to do is click the new plus button and select import. After the file imports, the planner will open up on its own and you can start planning. The first pages you'll see in the digital planner are the new 2025 covers. In addition to this digital covers, I also made 8 renders that look like the physical doodle planner covers this year because they're so cute. We have the plaid one, the gingham one, the cherry wine one, teddy, denims. You can switch these out throughout the year, but if you want to set one of these as a cover, tap the thumbnail icon on the very left of the menu bar and drag the one that you want at the beginning to set it as your planner cover. Now, when you go to home view, it'll show up as the cover. After the covers, we have our little quick start guide, which has all the essentials that you need to know to get started in your digital planner, including navigation, writing, coloring, and adding stickers. I know all the digital planners out there can agree that one of the best parts about using digital planners is using hyperlinks for navigation. So we made sure that every page on the digital planner has the tabs on the right side for you to navigate throughout the planner. If you're using GoodNotes, just make sure that you're using reading mode by toggling the pencil icon in the top menu bar before tapping on any of the hyperlinks. And then this icon on the top right is for calendar integration, so you can easily access it from any page as well. Since I'm using the Apple version of the planner, I'll install the shortcut right now. You'll need this shortcut file if you are using calendar integrations, and the link to download the file is on page 5 of the quick start guide, as well as in your download folder. When I open this file, it'll redirect to the shortcuts app, which is where I'll set up the calendar integration. Because I'm using GoodNotes, I'll select that in the app line, but you can tap to change it to whatever PDF editing app that you prefer. You'll be able to add events from any page by tapping the Google or Apple logo at the top right-hand corner of the planner. Click yes to the external link prompt, and then a drop-down menu will appear with the choice between opening the calendar, adding events to Apple or Google Calendar, and then adding a new reminder. If you're using Google Calendar integrations, there's no shortcut to install for that. Just make sure that you're signed into your Google account through the Google Calendar app. Now on to the first official page of the digital doodle planner. If you click the 2025 tab tab at the top, it'll take you to our overview page. This overview page is your main navigation hub. You can get to any monthly cover page by clicking on the month label, and the icons beside it will take you to the corresponding monthly calendars, tracker spread, and digital exclusive daily spread template. You can also find blank note papers and other spread templates by clicking the plus tab at the very bottom. Heading back to the overview page, if you swipe right to the next page, you'll find a spread for you to reflect on the past year and set your goals and intentions for the year ahead. To write your answers for the prompts and questions, you can use the pen tool, which you can find in writing mode. For most of these tools in the menu bar, you can press and hold them for more customization options. I'm gonna choose the ballpoint pen, and then I can choose the color and thickness that I want. You can save any spread to refer back to it throughout the year by clicking the bookmark icon in the top right corner of the app. To access any of your bookmark spreads, you can tap the 4-square thumbnail icon and select the favorites tab. The next spread in the planner is a blank dotted page for you to use however you like. This is a place for you to add your future log, your yearly tracker spreads, or even a cute vision board to keep you inspired throughout the year. If you need even more space, you can duplicate this page as many times as you'd like by clicking the add page icon in the upper right and selecting current template. Now let's take a closer look at the planner spreads that I introduced earlier. Every month starts with a cover page that has hand-drawn illustrations that represent the unique theme for each month. And of course, just like the original doodle planner, the digital doodle planner is also a coloring book. Since it's digital, you have access to virtually any color that you want to use. Using the highlighter tool, you can select the color and size of your pen, and you can also click the dropper icon to sample any color that you want to use and save it to keep your planner cohesive and on theme. If you happen to go over the lines while coloring, don't worry, you can use the eraser tool and select precision eraser to clean things up and make everything look crisp. This is my personal favorite thing to do while coloring because it's so satisfying. Just like the physical doodle planner, each month has uniquely themed calendars and weekly spreads. You can click on any date in the monthly calendar and that'll take you to the corresponding weekly spread. In the calendar integration versions, each date has a dedicated icon that'll create an event on the same date in your Apple or Google Calendar. This makes it so easy to add events to your phone while you're planning out your month. Now let's take a look at the monthly trackers. This is what it looks like in the dated version, but I think this is actually a good time for us to take a look at the undated version and see what it looks like there. The undated version of the digital doodle planner has the exact same themes as the dated version, but you'll see that the months and dates and numbers have been removed. So on the tabs, instead of months, you have the icons of the doodles instead. As you can see, the monthly calendars and weekly spreads are all undated, and this way you can choose what theme you want to use for each month. The tracker spreads are also undated. You can write down the habits that you want to track for each month. I'm going to show you guys a little hack for the mini calendars. I like to write in the first set of date numbers, and then I just copy and paste it to the rest of them to save time. And of course, don't forget to date your mood tracker because it looks really cute and colorful when you finish filling it in for the month. Okay, so let's go back to the dated version to take a look at the daily template. One of my favorite spreads, which is exclusive to the digital planner, is the daily template. We aren't able to add daily templates in the physical doodle planner because of course then the planner would be way too thick. So now that we have unlimited space in the digital planner, that's why we added these daily templates. Each month includes one that has the themed illustrations that you can duplicate and use whenever you need a little bit more space than what's included on the weekly spread. Here you have space to write out your schedule for the day by time, write in your priorities, and itemize your tasks. On the right, there's a doc grid area for you to add anything else extra that you might need, or you can create a cute little scrapbook journal page for the day. That's something I like to do. I really like to use the daily template on days where I have a busy schedule and really need to lock in. Now let's use the included stickers to customize this daily template together. This is your digital sticker book. I imported it the same way that I imported the digital planner. You can keep it open as a tab next to the planner, or you can split screen it so that you have both the planner and the sticker book open at the same time. If you've used our digital planners before, then you're probably familiar with the layout. We have doodles, labels, icons, widgets and trackers, and of course stationary stickers for the scrapbook vibe. But this year we've added a new tab and section that has the alphabet and numbers in our brand font. When adding in the letters, I find it easier to use the elements collection instead of using the digital sticker book. To do this, tap the elements icon, and if you already have some collections installed, you'll have to scroll at the bottom to the very end to find the plus sign. Tap this button and import the collection file that you want to use. Stickers are split up into categories to make it easier to browse collections in Goodness. Now let's add some doodle stickers from the sticker book. Each element is selectable, which makes it really nice for decorating spreads. You can lasso the doodle that you want to use, but you can also simply tap it while using any of the selection tools to pull up the pop-up menu. Tap copy, and then back in the planner, long press where you want to add it, and then press paste. You can also tilt and resize. In the next two tabs, we have have labels and icons. These are great for marking important moments, reminders, and activities so you can see them at a glance. And just as a little tip, look out for the light bulb icon because that indicates that these are smart stickers, which means that they have elements that are customized. Make sure to lasso everything when you copy and paste one of these so that every element makes it into your spread. For the smart labels, you can use the text tool to change the text, font, color, background, border thickness, add rounded corners, and more. We've also included regular labels and icons with frequently used words for you to use quickly. Speaking of smart stickers, we also have a modular smart widget system. We've made essential widgets available in standardized small, medium, and large sizes that fit perfectly in your daily template so you can build the perfect widget dashboard. There are widgets for lists, meals, tracking expenses, and of course in dot grid, blank, line ruled form. Using the text tool, you can change the text to whatever font or color you like, and you can also lasso any line, dot grid, or bullet and change their color as well. Since the smart widgets are made up of individual elements, make sure to lasso the whole thing when copying and pasting. The widgets and trackers tab also includes a bunch of functional non-smart widgets that you can add to any spread. We have a variety of really versatile ones for you to use. You can use them to write lists, jot down your thoughts, organize your tasks, reflect on your week, month, year, budget your expenses, and so much more. Personally, I've been trying to be a bit more healthy lately and I always need to drink more water, so I'm adding a hydration tracker and a meal tracker to my daily template. To finish everything off, I'm going to decorate my daily template by adding some washi tape and a Polaroid frame. Here's another little tip. In the pop-up menu, if you tap arrange and click the ellipses, you can bring stickers to the front or send them back. This works really well for adding photo memories to your spread with the Polaroid frame. And don't forget, you can also create your own spreads from scratch using the note papers in the back of the plan. Select the background that you want and the stickers that you want to create your own spread like this yearly mood tracker. This year we've added even more templates for you guys to choose from, including 3 smart templates. These smart templates are really cool because you can delete, add, and move around the widgets depending on your individual needs. That's it. That was an in-depth look at the 2025 Digital Doodle Planner, which is available now on shoparl.co. I hope you guys love it so much. As you can see, our team put so much work into this planner. I know that was a lot to take in, but like I mentioned, this was one of our biggest updates and I'm so happy with how it turned out. One of the things that I'm most excited about is that the digital planner users are on the same theme cycle as the physical planner users. So it's just one big doodle planner family and we're all going to be coloring in the same themes together throughout the year, which I think is super cute because in previous years the digital planner would be on a previous theme cycle, but now we've caught up. I cannot wait to see how you guys get creative and customize your digital doodle planner spreads. I hope you guys love this planner so much, and of course we're always open to your feedback for next year's as well because these planners are really a creation for you guys and I'm just glad you guys are liking both the doodle planner and the digital doodle planner. Thank you guys so much. Go get your digital doodle planners now on our website and I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep doodling. Bye.